Movements in the technique of riding a surfboard also follow a universal procedure. The how, when, and where of getting up into a standing position and riding the board for a maximum journey is strictly formula. Shifting about to keep the back of the board buried in the wave, a foot acts as a rudder. Erect, he stands on his 2 feet, a redundant remark. Well, here's a daring damsel who prefers to stand on her 2 hands. And if you think it's easy merely to lie down on a moving surfboard, just try it sometime. But be sure you can swim, bud. Getting further and further away from orthodox surfboarding, this foursome, you'll note, is riding 1 board. And now we go completely away from formula. Preston Peterson, who wins fame in doing things on water that no one else dares do. Smith, how confused can you get? Anyway, watch him mount and ride that stepladder. No one in the world can do this stunt but Peterson! Exclamation. No one in the world can do this stunt, period. Now with the camera right on the board, a 13-month-old surfer. Her name's Marion, and she loves it. In fact, she yells like mad when Pop doesn't take her aboard. Oh, dear, quite nonchalant about the whole thing is Marion. But now Dada's catching up with a wave. And away she goes. What a babe. You may have seen more glamorous gals and bigger gals on surfboards, but, brother, they don't come any younger. In an exclusive interview following this ride, and when asked her opinion of surfboarding as a recreational sport, little Miss Marion said, quote, "Gah," unquote. Diving. Many, many thousands who strive for honors in this sport practice stance, coordination of movement, form, timing, and perfect entry into the water. For a combination of all these things, few, if any, have ever excelled Dutch Smith. But a guy who strives for the opposite effect and specializes in awkwardness and bad form is Dick Weevil. See what I mean? Nice going, Richard. Get this one. Smacking the stomach on the board in that swan dive takeoff is a Weevil's specialty. He recommends it particularly for middle-aged men with pot-bellied middles. For the balance of the dive, he lets the law of gravitation take its course willy-nilly. Nice. Dick's falls are not confined to the board. In fact, he knocks himself out all over the place. Yep, and I'm not kidding, kiddies. Well, it's a living, or is it? His next dive is indubitably a double-dyed dilly. Watch. Oh, fine. In a recent poll, this guy was voted the man most likely to succeed in breaking his neck. You can't have a glass jaw in this kind of work, that's for sure. Look, what grace, what form. And what now, Richard? Okay, lad, let's look real bright this time. Duh! Yes, kiddies, in athletics, you don't always have to worry about good form if you have a good doctor. Goodbye now.